Top of the news this morning is the disappointing ratings for the Republican National Convention. I hope no one tells Donald, because he will be devastated to learn that this year ratings are down 21% as compared to 2016. I have a feeling, just observing the man, that news that he is sinking in public attention will be more disappointing to him, more devastating even, than the criminal charges that still loom over his life, as well as the 34 felony counts for which he was convicted and has not yet been sentenced. Now, I have not myself been watching. I've tuned in only a little bit, occasionally, via my Twitter feed, and what I have observed is Donald Trump nodding off, not even being able to pay attention when people who he had been rivals with were finally endorsing him. He seems to want to be anywhere but that arena. Now, my second topic is about Joe Biden. Biden is now under renewed pressure from Democratic lawmakers to step aside. The latest entreaty came from Representative Adam Schiff of California, who now is the top-ranking Democrat who has called on Biden to drop out of the race. This began over the weekend when Adam Schiff told donors at a fundraiser that if we nominate him, meaning Joe Biden, we will lose. This was followed up yesterday with an exclusive conversation with the Los Angeles Times, during which he expressed his concerns. Let's listen to more on that now.
We're back with some breaking news. One of the leading Democrats on the Hill is now calling on President Biden to drop out of the race. In an exclusive statement to the LA Times, California Congressman and Senate candidate Adam Schiff says he believes it is time for Biden to pass the torch and secure his legacy of leadership by allowing another Democrat to beat Trump.
Why this is important, in addition to the fact that Adam Schiff is so well regarded within the party, is that this came right around the same time that the DNC had planned to hold an early virtual roll call this month, later in July, to lock in Joe Biden's candidacy. And there had been a letter in opposition signed by more than 20, I believe, Democratic lawmakers, although it was never finalized. This draft expressed concern, pushback on the plan to have this early roll call, and now apparently it has been moved to August, just before the convention. My third story is a small one, but of great significance. Yesterday, Jack Smith filed a one-page notice of appeal with the 11th Circuit, indicating that he is not happy that Judge Cannon dismissed the case based on the lame legal theory that he does not have the authority to be in the role of special counsel because he did not go through the Senate confirmation process. And my last story before Crazy Town is the follow the money tale of the billionaires who are backing Donald Trump. There's this great article, and you can scroll down through it to see who these folks are and where their money comes from and how and what they donated. And I say what because you might think, isn't this just dollars? They certainly aren't giving rubles, but you might be surprised in the case of the Winklevoss twins of Facebook fame. I'm sure you are aware of these guys. They also got in early and often into Bitcoin. And so they made donations to the Donald Trump PAC in excess of the limits given the value of the Bitcoin, and they had to be issued some refunds. In contrast, though, the other billionaires, for large part, can give unlimited funds because they chose wisely or corruptly to give to the super PACs that are supposed to be independent of the candidates, for which there are absolutely no dollar limits. Welcome to Crazy Town. Or as we might say in Yiddish, Mishigas Town. Let me explain. Today, the Department of Justice announced that they had arrested a 21-year-old from Eastern Europe who was leading a crazy plot to poison Jewish children at the end of this year.
6:46 this morning, an alarming terror plot revealed by federal prosecutors right here in New York. The leader of a violent neo-Nazi extremist group based in Eastern Europe charged with plotting to poison Jewish children in New York City using tainted candy. The suspect allegedly planned to have an associate dress up as Santa Claus and hand out the deadly treats.
The plan was to lace candy with poison that would kill them. And this is the weird part, to have someone dressed as Santa Claus handed out at the end of December to Jewish children. And as the plot continued, to other minority groups and traitors. There's so much wrong with this, and there is so much disturbing, but it is part of the Jewish heritage and culture to laugh and make fun of these things. And it just feels like, what an idiot. Why in the world would you send someone dressed like Santa Claus to Jewish kids to hand out candy? We don't do the Santa Claus thing. Spoiler alert, we don't even believe in Santa Claus. So there's that problem. And so it dawned on me that they might do better if they had someone dressed up as Uncle Ruben of my friend Mark Tuchman's hysterical Hanukkah book. You should buy one, called Hanukkah with Uncle Ruben. Not Santa, but not bad. Seriously, it is absolutely hilarious. Buy one, buy two, give it to everyone for Hanukkah. Oi, you can't lose. So thank you for spending this morning with me. I look forward to seeing you later today.